Confucius. He was born on September 29, 1950, and was born in China. Confucius is the first Chinese philosopher to succeed in establishing a doctrine that includes all Chinese traditions of social and moral behavior. His philosophy is based on personal moral values and on a government serving the people in application of higher moral ideals. His teachings and philosophy had profound influence on Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Taiwanese and Vietnamese thought and life. He is called the Prophet of China. In his view of life, Confucius believed that the golden age of humanity was behind it, that is, in the past. So he was longing for the past and calling people to live in it. But the rulers of his time were not of his opinion, and therefore there was some opposition. This opposition intensified after his death a few hundred years ago, when China-ruled kings burned his books and denied his teachings. But the teachings of Confucius have come back stronger than ever, and his disciples and priests have spread everywhere. Confucius' philosophy continued to dominate Chinese life for nearly 20 centuries, from the 1st century BC until the end of the 19th century AD. The faith of the Chinese people in Confucius' philosophy is due to two reasons. First, he was sincere and sincere. Second, he is reasonable, moderate and pragmatic. But this is the biggest reason for the spread of his philosophy in China, and only surpassed Japan and Korea after it turned to communism and China moved towards the future and extracted itself from this religion and the distance from the past and the peace of people at home and abroad. but it is Confucius' philosophy that has brought peace and inner security more than 20 centuries to China. Confucianism has left little impact outside of China. The name Confucius is the Latin version of the name of the great Chinese philosopher, Confucius, which means the philosopher king. The myth surrounds the early life of Confucius, but he was said to be the deadliest child in China. And he was also said, since he was young, he was smart, but too intelligent. As a young man, he joined the government and worked hard and successful in his career for years. But as he grew old, he began to feel the desire to improve the kind of life between his fellow humans. Beauty that they themselves have to improve their lifestyle and attitudes from their neighbors. In short, he would like to develop a better sense of social responsibility. About the age of 60, he quit his job and set up a school where his students would teach his ideas in preparation for sending them to Chinese countryside to convey his teachings to their people. And reportedly not many of his written opinions and ideas, but his followers did. Among the works attributed to his teachings are literary teams, the record of his lectures, and from his words in The Superior Man. The superior man wants to be slow in his words and serious in his behavior. What the superior man is looking for in himself, the average man looks for in others. Confucius died at the age of 72 years, in the year of his 99 and 71st centuries, at Khufu Temple.